Guys, welcome back. We are here live on Twitch, on the Super Saiyan Jutsu channel on Twitch. We're about to get into another live read, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 5. Everybody that's tuning in for the first time here on Twitch, thank you guys so much, man. I was apprehensive to start a Twitch channel. I was like, I don't know if I want to start a Twitch channel, but I was like, fuck it. We're doing it. We're going to start it brand new. And we're going to grow it. If you guys are unaware, we have the Discord popping. There's a Phantom Troop channel on there. So if you're on the S tier over on Patreon, you got access to the Phantom Troop channel over on Patreon. So Discord is popping back in effect. So if you guys want to be dropping things over there, I'm over there all the time just trying to see who's awake, what's popping. We're going to be doing lives obviously here. I'll probably be doing IRL stuff on here as well from time to time on Twitch. So if you guys just want to see what your boy's up to, I'll be over here, but we're going to be doing live reactions here. Probably some of the stuff that drops over on Patreon. Rarely am I going to be doing current shows here live, just primarily is you guys know how I rock. I start and stop and do all that. So if you guys are watching it for the first time when I'm watching it, it's probably not going to be the best experience. But things like Ace of Diamond, Castlevania, Initial D, you know what I'm saying? And maybe some other things we drop, we might do it live. And maybe there might be some new things that we do live. I'm not sure yet, but movies for sure we're going to do live over here. So there's a lot of stuff coming. So I just want to give you guys a heads up of what's coming to the Twitch. But I think it's time, man. I know the chat's been ready. BCE's in the chat if you guys know what it is, for the OGs over on the Cyber Hype. But yeah, man, this is exciting. Let's get this thing rocking. Chapter 5, 2 Blue Vortex. Come on. All right, so we got Boruto. Looks like he's in training mode. Okay, we got the they're called like tatami mats, right? The tatami mats that are usually bundled up, but this looks like maybe it's like wheat or like a plant. So you got him breathing hard, super hard. Sasuke look at him. Good. That's enough for now. Time for a break. Okay. Oh man, Master, what do you think about my Uchiha style? I'm fully mastered right now, right? Shut up, girl. True, this past year, I suppose I've taught you almost all the moves and methods I know. Does this face look like it's joking? Ooh, my man's like, look, bro. So this is dope. So he really taught him everything. Now, just because you know the moves don't mean that you're equipped yet. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're talking about repetition. You're talking about experience in battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a ton of other things. So him learning all this stuff, dope. Execution in a real life or death scenario is probably a whole different thing. It's like playing basketball. I know all the skills. I know how to dribble. I know between the legs. I know the crossover. I know how to sham. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? But like, can you do it in the game? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You've got talent and you're a quick learner. What they call a genius. All the theoretical stuff is in your head already. No? Then I have nothing left to teach you. But make no mistake, it's not like you're done training. Don't slack off, keep practicing, and hone your mind and moves. For what you make of my teachings will be up to you in the end. And this is what I was talking about. Application, very different from just digesting skills. How do you apply it? So my man's over there looking. You're a lot like Naruto. Oh, that's dope. You have the same determination in your eyes. He once led me back onto the right path. Oh, we got a new one. What's good? Welcome, boy. After I strayed, looked over at him. It no longer matters to me who you really are. I finally think I understand why Sarada asked me to help you. So Sarada basically like, look, where this is what you need to do, playboy. Which is so dope. At the same time, like, Sarada still ain't got really the training from her pops, which is so strange to me. You know what I'm saying? You would assume that he'd be like, hey, let me also take my daughter under my wing, you know, but how dare you take my eye? Oh, okay. Okay, so we got to fast forward. Hold on, did we get that? Yeah. Okay, so we fast forward to the actual battle. This is a flash forward. So we got to flash forward a little bit in the flashback of when Boruto and Sasuke fought. What's his name again? Is it Code? It's Code, right? I'm just trying to make sure my brain is. Chat, listen closely. There's absolutely no way we can win against him at the present. So escape for now, survive at all costs, and build on all the skills I hammered into you. Then there won't be anyone who will be able to stop you. Watch over Sarada for me, Boruto. Yo, boy, that's crazy. That's crazy. Not the father ask, though. Watch out for my daughter, bro. I know some people got really upset at this, and maybe I'll address this right now. And I think a lot of this has to do with people that grew up watching Naruto, right? They grew up watching Naruto and everything, and they're really attached to these characters, right? And a lot of them look at the Boruto show like they nerfed Naruto and Sasuke. They're like, oh, they just nerfed them. And it's hard for them to digest the idea that, one, it's not their show. It's called Boruto. That's the show. The main character is Boruto. That's the main character. It's not Naruto, first and foremost. Second, it's hard, I think, sometimes for them to understand that there are new characters that are stronger than Naruto and Sasuke, right? Or have different techniques, or are aware of Sasuke's Rinnegan, and he needed to take the Rinnegan out. Momo was like, I need to take this Rinnegan out, right? Took him out. Took the Rinnegan's gone. The Rinnegan, right? So I think a lot of people they just can't deal with the fact that their favorite characters now are not at their peak anymore. They're not the strongest in the verse anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of them have a hard time dealing with that because they're emotionally attached to these characters, rightfully so. But for me, watching Boruto, I never had that feeling. I was like, okay, this is Boruto's story. This is what they're going to have to make Boruto become at some point the strongest character in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a part of it. So I think for that, seeing this now of like Sasuke training him, Sasuke not having the Rinnegan, obviously we know Boruto has this training. He also has Momoshiki inside of him with the karma. We're starting to level this up right now. So, damn, bro, my man's turned into a tree, bro. Crazy. Treed up. And I see Boruto looking at him in the tree. Very sick. And he takes his sword. Is that what's going on? I've got this, old man. Master. Sick. His hair kind of looked like Sasuke's low key. How his hair is right now. Yo, this is kind of wild. He's like a Sasuke Naruto looking like right here. Because his hair kind of has the whole Sasuke vibe to it. That's so interesting, looking at his hair like that. And that's obviously now current time. My dude look crazy, bro. All right, so back in the village. Konohamaru, this way. So we got the tree. Hey, are all of you okay? Looks up. Ah, that's who that was, right? It's her friend. Because I was thinking it was probably like Delta, but it was this girl with the other chick. Yep, look at that. That's so crazy. I wonder how strong they are too, right? Because like she's what she's a Jonin now, I'm assuming, right? So that's interesting. I wonder what the amp is. Like 10 tails fused with a Jonin. What is that? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's going to be levels to their strength. And then I'm like, how strong is Sasuke with a 10 tails fusion? Like, what's that look like? You know what I mean? That's going to be crazy. We may be one unit biologically speaking, but Matsuri, those emotions you are feeling seem to be yours alone. Oh, wow. In short, while we are still a single existence known as the divine tree, we are experiencing an unprecedented state in which we each possess independent consciousness. There is no major change to our goal of devouring the Otsutsuki, Boruto, and Kawaki and evolving into our final form. Moreover, there is one thing I'd like to declare to you right now. Okay? I don't even know why I feel this way myself. It's an instinctual desire. That's why it seems significant. I'm thinking of devouring Uzumaki Naruto. I wonder how much of Jigen does he know, is he, and how much of Ishiki is still in him, like in this variation. Because if this is this Jigen or is this Ishiki? Because if it's Ishiki, he's seen the max Naruto, you know what I'm saying? But Nine Tails is gone, Kurama's gone. But even still, he's like, if I can get Naruto in this body, he might be, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, that's crazy. Uzumaki Naruto? Why? He ain't an Otsutsuki, right? Correct. However, we are already a divine tree. Thus, it appears some change is happening to our instinctual drive as well. Interesting. So because they're a divine tree, they don't necessarily need to go for an Otsutsuki. He's like, I just want more chakra, might be the thing. Or maybe he sees a different way of evolving with Naruto's body. But Naruto is inside of... Timeout, hold on. So if this is Jigen, because Jigen and Ishiki still have that little minimize shit, right? So is that some kind of pocket dimension? And two, if it is, can he access it? You know what I'm saying? Can he access it? Because essentially, Kawaki took his ability, right? So it's what if it's like Kamui? You know what I'm saying? Where they're accessing the same dimension. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if that has something to do with it. It probably doesn't, but I'm just saying, what if it does? You know what I'm saying? That could be pretty interesting. Give into your instincts. Bend your ear to your inner voice. Do so, and in due time, it should come to you. Your personal target. Okay, so now they're looking at because they're absorbing humans. Humans are very singular beings. They're not, hey, we all want to think this way, right? She's seeing everything right now. She's like, what the hell is going on? The chakra of the people who are devoured and turned into trees by the claw grime created these guys? Hold on, what? Does he see her? You're watching, aren't you, Ada? Huh? I've decided my target is you. Oh, whoa. Yo, I can see you. Oh, whoa. She's back, drops her drink. Hey, are you okay? They're like, what the hell? Obviously, they're all still enamored by her. They're all talking outside. My target is Uchiha Sarada. Oh, no. What? But here's the thing, though. Is he going to know that's, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if Sasuke has control over this. That's what I'm thinking, right? I wonder if Sasuke has control over what's going on. Like, he's not no normal. You know what I'm saying? He's not a norm at all. So I'm like, he's peak in the universe, right? So in my head, I'm like, if he got devoured and the Ten Tails has absorbed him, his intellect, who he is, would he have control over it? Almost like Vegeta in Ozaru, right? Where he just was able to control that ability and talk as a big monkey. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already absorbed all the 8-tailed beasts before. You know what I'm saying? So he's done that before. I don't know, bro. I think he's planning something, bro. I don't know. That's just me. Boruto has returned 3 years after he fled the village, so it appears. I hear he protected Konoha from Code's surprise attack. He killed the village leader. It can't be helped. She's like, I added Akabe's data to Kawaki's reconstructed karma. All Kawaki has to do is implant karma into a new cloned body that I'll prepare. That should be enough to revive Akabe. So is this what is that his thoughts right now? Or is that her? You're awfully nonchalant about this. Wouldn't it be problematic for you if Boruto were killed? You wanted him back for your daughter, right? I sprung Boruto out of Carta's clutches with Kashin Koji's help to take Ishiki down. After Ishiki's death, I embedded my daughter's data when I reconstituted Boruto's dispelled karma, because karmic resurrection is the only way to restore a human soul exactly as it is. He's obviously talking about Kawaki because we know that Kawaki is who he's referencing, not Boruto. So that's interesting. In regards to Kawaki, who also has karma, his body is a scientific ninja tool, and yet no one seems to know who modified him or when, despite him being the Hokage's son. But the truth is, it is clear. I'm the one who made those modifications. So he's trying to piece it together. He's like, hold on. He's a Hokage son, but he's a scientific ninja tool. But after I'm looking at everything, I'm the one who made the modifications. But he don't remember doing it, is what it seems like. He's like, I don't even remember doing this. This is interesting. Why? How do you know such a thing? Because it couldn't be anyone else. Signs that prove it's my handiwork can be found all over him. It's a scientist's habit, just like how an artist leaves their mark. For some reason, the special karma containing Akabe's data is on Kawaki's palm. So he's understanding what's going on. He's just like, I can't figure out how it's supposed to be on Boruto. Why is it on Kawaki? That's what he's trying to figure out what the hell is going on, right? He said he's a smart dude. I know something is up and his memory is being altered. Yeah, I think he knows something is amiss for sure. He's like, something is off right now. These phenomena completely contradict my memory, but in light of this physical evidence, I must conclude that at least part of my memory has been altered. That's the only explanation, not to mention that memories are no more than ambiguous figments of thought. As a scientist, there is no proof stronger than physical evidence. And that's such a scientific way of thinking. What do you think about what they said, Shikamaru? He's looking off in the distance. You're saying that despite being affected by omnipotence, Mr. Amato is aware that his memory was rewritten based on physical evidence. Sheesh, that's so cold, boy. How can that be? When everyone is still insists that Kawaki is Lord Seven's son, even when shown a family photo with Boruto in it. That's crazy. Like, yo, why is Boruto in this? Oh, well, Kawaki wasn't there that day. Hey, we got a family photo, but Kawaki was absent that day. We just said, hey, we're gonna take it instead of Hey, you feeling we're gonna Photoshop Kawaki's face on there later. Hey, yo, that's OD, bro. That don't make no sense. That's crazy because they'll believe their memory over any physical evidence. I think most people aren't capable of doubting their own vivid memory. But my dad still... Old man Sasuke, or rather, Master Sasuke, believed in me. Uh-oh, here we go. Look at that. He stood up like, look, play, I'm back. What's up? Sarada, boom. While still doubting his memory, he risked his life to save mine. Boy, look at Sarada turn around like, for you, Sarada. Aw, got the hug action. She jumped in his arms, boy. And she like, no, that's my nigga. And he like, that's deep. You're late, stupid Boruto. Aw. Sorry, I'm home now. I wonder what's gonna happen though, because you can't just be there, Boruto. They gonna be on your head immediately. Oh man, this is a great chapter. This is a great chapter. Hell yeah, boy. Wow. And they were in combat last time they saw each other, so there couldn't be any engagement like that. You know what I'm saying? No, they couldn't even show any really emotion because they were in battle. You know what I'm saying? But this is crazy. My dude look crazy dope though. Look at this man. He look cold. What? All right, we're gonna talk to the chat real quick. Chat, how y'all feeling about it? Where does the story go? Bro, I don't even know. I don't know. Like, I mean, people, I've said this, me and Tosha were talking about this as well. And I know this may sound sacrilege because I think a lot of people look at Naruto in its entirety, but they only remember the epic moments, right? The epic moments of Naruto. And they put that on the entire series. And me rewatching with Bree, you're seeing like the writing style, and you can see how writing has evolved over time and things like that. But Boruto, as far as the story that has been told, and maybe it's because I'm older, I think I prefer the story that's being told in Boruto than I do in Naruto. And again, I think it's because I'm older. You know what I'm saying? Like, the story here is more relatable. I don't say more relatable. It's more understanding of someone that has lived longer than in Naruto, where it's someone aspiring to become something, right? It's a different mindset of things. So for me, seeing Boruto and knowing, like, I'm looking at it from even like me and my dad's perspective, right? My dad came from nothing, left the hood, danger, X, Y, and Z to, his drive was different to try to get out of what he was in, to going to Vegas, to building a family and moving us out of, crazy neighborhoods into nice neighborhoods and middle class. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the only black family in middle class. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a different perspective. So me growing up, I had a different mindset than my dad did. But for me, it was like, while I had lofty goals, lofty aspirations, the drive wasn't the same, right? While I was more talented and smarter, the drive wasn't the same. So not until I got out when I was 18 and started to live on my own and go through life, and I got to that point of like, I had hit a really, 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 really low point where nothing in the refrigerator, no furniture in my house. I had a car to get to work. I'm like, stealing stuff from the grocery store just to eat. Like, I'm talking about really, really low, really low. At that point, it was like, I don't want to live like this. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was looking at it from a different perspective at that point, where it was like my all is lost moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like 2 weeks away from being homeless type situation. You know what I mean? So in that moment was when the drive started to change, where I was like, okay, I can't do this. I have to figure this out. Boruto is a similar scenario where his dad had nothing, wanted to prove a point, become something valuable to the community, wanted to become the Hokage. That was his aspiration. Once he got there, he had a family. He was trying to be there for his family, obviously, the best he could. But, his son wasn't raised without family. Wasn't raised without. He was gifted. He was smart, X, Y, and Z. But he was like, why does everybody like my dad all the time? Blah, blah. He ain't never here. You know what I'm saying? So he was feeling some type of way. Right? Everybody's praising dad, but where he at? He ain't never here. Like, what's up? So his perspective is interesting because it's not the same. Even though he's gifted, even though he's a genius, the story perspective is different. He's a different person. He's not Naruto. He grew up in a completely different circumstance. So he's not going to be like, I want to be Hokage. Like, that's not him. You know what I'm saying? How many great athletes have offspring that do exactly what their fathers did or what their mothers did? It's rare. It's ultra rare. You can't even name 5 top 5 athletes that played in the NBA from the 80s and 90s, where their kid is also playing in the NBA right now, that are top 5. Michael Jordan, how many kids did he have? None of them are in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really rare. It's super rare. So I feel like in my head, like, I love the story they're trying to tell. And like Boruto had it. He didn't realize how good he had it until all of it was taken away. And he was like, damn, like, okay. Like, there's, you know, and like he tried to impress his dad by getting the ninja tools for the Chunin exam, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted the attention. Like, it's a different perspective, and that's why I think I enjoy the story of Boruto a little more than Naruto, is because it seems like something that I can more relate to, in the sense of the perspective that it's trying to give. Especially as being older, like, I'm not really looking for an aspirational story for a character, as more so of like, okay, well, you have everything. You have everything. What happens when you lose everything? Who do you become in that moment? Do you become bitter? Do you become a victim? Do you become revengeful? You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you become when you lose everything, especially when you didn't know you had everything? Like, that's a very interesting story concept. So for me, I fuck with it. Hey, we got a new one. What's goody? What's popping? I can't see it from all the way over there, but I appreciate you. I wish I could zoom in on this chat, but I can't. It's too small. Let me see. Maybe I can zoom in over here. I just need to, hold on. What's this? Yeah, I need to bring this over to this side, because I can't really see you guys. It's really far away. Gotta get them alerts. I mean, we get in there. The alerts are they're getting there, but I literally just created this last night. So see, Naruto's story is kind of felt more straightforward. Boruto was more mysterious. Don't really know how this gonna go in the twist. That's the thing though, right? Where it's like, I think that was the biggest concern about people that were in Boruto, is they didn't know what Boruto's goal was. And I think that's the point that I'm trying to make. Naruto is like, hey, I want to be Hokage. He said that shit from the first episode, right? Boruto didn't know what he wanted to do, because he has everything. His dad's the Hokage. Eyes are always on him. He's already a talented, gifted ninja. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has everything. It's like when you have a kid that grew up in a rich family, they don't have the same work ethic as their parents did. You know, they're like, oh, it's just rich money. They make mistakes. They do X, Y, and Z. They drive nice cars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different perspective. It's a different life. So I think that's why, to me, the story is so interesting, because he didn't have a direction. Sarada wanted to be Hokage. Boruto didn't know what the hell he wanted. He just wanted his dad's attention. Does that make sense? And then now that his dad's not there, and his whole family is gone, and the whole village is against him, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so much that's packed into this story that I think people just haven't given it they haven't tried to remove Naruto from Boruto. They keep thinking that Boruto is a Naruto story. It is not. It's a Boruto story. So I think it's going to take some time for people to get over the fact that Naruto is not the main character of this. Like, oh, they nerfed him. No, he just lost. That's it. They nerfed Naruto. No, he lost. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. There's no nerfing. My man literally got a level. It's like, what do you think happens when a ninja that is training to be on missions in XYZ becomes now the head of the community and is in an office 90% of the time? They're not training. Guarantee you that. They're not training anywhere near as much. They're not doing missions anywhere near as much, which means they are going to be weaker than what they were when they were doing these things all the time. Does that make sense? That's just logic, right? Like, Sasuke was out there. He had one arm. He felt like it was a way for him to atone for the stuff that he did against the village, which is why he never got his arm repaired. It's in the story. You just don't like the fact that your favorite characters aren't the strongest ones anymore. You don't like that. And that's okay, but it doesn't mean that the story is trash. It doesn't mean that they're nerfed. And then when people come along like Jigen or Ishiki, and they show that, hey, he was the stronger partner to Kaguya, and Kaguya was supposed to be the one, you know what I'm saying, that turned into, that Jigen was supposed to eat and all that. Like, they can't grasp the fact that, yeah, they fought the weaker of the two and barely beat her. You're not beating this guy right now. You know, they can't grasp that thought. And again, I understand that it's frustrating because these are your favorite characters, especially people that grew up with them. But it's not a Naruto story. That's just the reality of it. It's not a Naruto story. It's Boruto's, his son's story. So that's just the way that it is. And to be honest, I respect this move even more because I wish they would have done this in Dragon Ball. They haven't been able to pass on the story to anybody. It's still Goku. That's it. The story is focused on Goku. That's it. You know, it's Goku's show. Everybody follows Goku. Still. I like the fact to say, okay, Naruto had his story, cool, but characters live and they get old and they die. That's what happens. And they were able to do that here where they're saying, all right, cool, we're going to move on to the son, tell his story and show that, you know, hey, Naruto gets older and he becomes more wise, but he's not as strong as he used to be. We've seen this in Naruto. Old Hiruzen versus peak Hiruzen was, you know what I'm saying? Like, they show this already. Yeah. I don't get it. I just think that it makes way more sense as a story. Boruto is cold, bro. It's super dope, and I just hope that people would give it more of a chance versus staying in their feelings about it. I'm struggling right now to put food on the table. I don't know what's going on with this. I can't read. This is a lot. Hold on. Hold on. Food on the table. My kids are full time. Supposed to drive an Uber, trying to make it on my own business and average 16 hours a day. So my drive is stronger than ever because I'm struggling so much. So I get what you're saying, guys. It's when you're met with adversity, you have a choice. You either make decisions to push through or you make decisions to not push through. Like, you learn who you are in circumstances like that. It's like, okay, I need to do something different. And you just have to adapt or you die. You adapt or die. Business is that way. Life is that way. So I think the story is great, man. I think it's dope. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the chat. How y'all feeling about this? Are you feeling about the story? Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 5 was sick. I'll be back next week doing the next chapter, which is sick. I didn't know we were already that close. I'm like, damn, we're already 13 days, 12 days in January right now because it's the 12th right now here while I'm watching this. So that's crazy. But yeah, man, this has been super dope. Like, so good. So good. I appreciate everybody that's been here, by the way. We've been growing so quick on here, man. Where are we at the moment? I'm going to pull this up. I just want to see how much we've grown just today. Let's see. Let me go. Boop. What's going with this? What? Where are we at? Is that 67 or 87? I can't read it from here. Can somebody tell me? Are we at 67 or 87? I honestly can't see it from where I'm sitting. And then you type it in the chat and I still can't see it. I'm asking dumbass questions, bro. I'm like, hey, yo, type it in the chat, Playboy. 87. Yo, that's wild. Bro, today's day one. Today's day one. Hey, yo, that's wild. That's crazy. You guys are awesome, man. Appreciate you guys, man, so much. For real, it means so much. I'm going to do the exit real quick for YouTube, and then we'll chat a little bit more. If you guys want to catch this again live, make sure you guys join the Twitch here on ssjutsu. If you're watching this after the fact, the link will be in the description box. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. There will be a more unedited version of this over on Patreon, so if you guys want to check that out, it will be there. I will be doing more reads, though, of other things. So if you guys have suggestions, if it could be manhwa, it could be manga, let me know. Let's jump into these things, bro. Like I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to do some dope stuff with you guys. So I appreciate you guys so much. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know who would be here. You know what I mean? I miss doing this with you guys, man. You guys know how the lives be. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. We out this dang boy.